For 2 excruciatingly long days, Hurricane Dorian stalled over the islands of the northern Bahamas as a Category 5 storm. 60 miles away in Jupiter, Florida, we were left unscathed by Dorian's wrath. Wild Dolphin Project Research Director and founder Dr. Denise Hertzing announced that all donations received in September would be used for hurricane relief supplies for the Bahamas. We couldn't help but join in the efforts to help our neighbors in need, our home in the summer field season. We wanted to take advantage of the research vessel Stenella's wide deck, large interior cabin, and 2 deep hulls to transport as much as possible. After touching base with our contacts in West End, it was decided that we would focus our efforts on providing items for recovery and rebuilding. Thanks to the generosity of our supporters, over $40,000 was collected and used to purchase tools, building supplies, roofing supplies, portable generators, cleaning supplies, mosquito repellent, first aid, water, non-perishable food, and pet food. Wilson Engelby, the son of Will, who was our captain back in the 1990s, reached out to us stating he raised over $8,000 at his school for hurricane relief. We were happy to make room aboard the research vessel Stenella for his supplies, which included over 40 complete bedding sets, inflatable mattresses, and hygiene products, along with other miscellaneous tools, supplies, and non-perishable foods. Friends of Wild Dolphin Project kindly donated additional medical supplies, hygiene items, pet supplies, plumbing supplies, backpacks, can openers, and additional roofing materials. The Wild Dolphin Project team set sail aboard the RV Stenella to bring all of these supplies to those in need. We arrived at West End late in the afternoon. On our approach to the dock, we passed a sunken sailing vessel, simply a small indication of what we were to witness later in that day. We met the awaiting Jerreth, Rolle, and Kyle Wilchcombe, who we were in contact with on a nearly daily basis over the preceding weeks.
I just think it's going to be a tight little day.
These men were instrumental in refining and anticipating the needs of the people so that the supplies we brought were truly what was needed most at the time. They were happily overwhelmed at how much kept pouring out from inside our boat. Soon their vehicles were filled to capacity and they headed out to hand deliver supplies to those in need across Grand Bahama Island. 185 miles per hour sustained winds, 3 feet of rain, and 20-foot storm surge left many of the islands utterly devastated. Island residents came to the trucks with empty bags, happy to receive much-needed food and water and new bedding for their families. First aid supplies, hygiene care, and solar-powered lights helped give them hope for brighter days ahead. No time was wasted in firing up the generators, and many were happy to have some power at hand to begin rebuilding what could be restored of their homes.
There you go. And that's one on.
On behalf of the hospitable people of West End, we would like to thank all of you who supported the Wild Dolphin Project, Mr. Wilson, the crew of Stenella, and all those others, persons who we have not mentioned. We just like to thank you. These stuff will go a long way, and may God continue to bless you guys.
With a humbled spirit and heavy hearts, we departed West End early the next morning to begin our search. We were eager to see how the dolphins had fared after this massive storm.
We're just leaving West End. We came across yesterday. We dropped off tons of supplies and great help from the locals. And they really still need a lot of stuff, especially building supplies. stabilize. So thanks to all of you who helped out. We're going to continue monitoring what they need.
Shortly after reaching our study site at White Sand Ridge, we spotted some traveling spotted dolphins.
Let's go.
It was Navel, Poindexter, Amanda, and her calf Astro. It's a great sign that a calf survived, and it's probably a good indicator for the rest of the resident population. We'll know more next summer and will report back during the next field season. On our way north, we passed Memory Rock, an iconic and isolated rock island with a beacon light on top.
Just going by Memory Rock here, or what's left of it. Turns out the whole light is gone off the rock and part of the rock. So for those of you that remember Memory Rock, it's a new Memory Rock. So this is part of the effect of Hurricane Dorian.
As I'm sure many of you guys recognize, one of our mini homes from the summer is Sandy Key. And as you can see, it's been ravaged by Hurricane Dorian. What's normally a full flush island with wildlife and Australian pines and palm trees is now an island with just sticks and pine needles.
Now that we are back home in Florida, we plan to regroup and tally the remainder of the generous outpouring of donations that we received from our supporters. Remaining funds will be donated towards like-minded marine mammal groups and other research groups that are located in the Bahamas. We'd like to thank everyone for supporting our efforts to bring relief and rebuilding supplies to those in the Bahamas devastated from Hurricane Dorian.